We are mode transport planning, we service the development sector, we provide transport advice to developers, so that means house builders, supermarkets, local authorities, to aid with them getting planning permission. We were put into contact with the Growth Hub via a university course, the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business. We had a particular lecture on that about how we should engage with the LEP, how we should approach them, see them as our friends. I think the term was we should go and eat the croissants and attend some of the seminars in the morning, and which we did. Basically, the biggest challenge that we have is access to funding for growth. Really, our main challenges are recruiting decent staff, retaining them, and therefore the cash flow in order to facilitate that growth. They put us into access for various funding, which we're quite excited about. They've given us some advice on how to grow our business, getting involved with some free courses, and generally they've just pointed us in the right direction, and wish I'd knew about the Growth Hub and the LEP probably 6 years ago rather than 6 weeks. We've been looking at the HS2 supply chain. We've just applied for £40,000 worth of growth funding, which we're quite hopeful we'll get. So currently we have 12 members of staff based solely in Birmingham. We intend to double in size over the next 3 years. We're also looking at diversification into new areas. At the moment we do pure transport planning, but we're starting to consider looking at the green agenda. I think they'll help us realise our next 5 years goals, when originally we only had an aspiration to think 3 years ahead. So they've been very helpful in that respect. If I'd known about this 3 or 4 years ago, retrospectively, we could have grown our business a lot quicker. Our business plan would have probably been a little sharper, and I had no idea that all this help was out there as part of the Growth Hub. So in recommending this to other businesses, I think there's a huge opportunity for collaborative working. As a small business owner, being at the top of a business on your own can be quite lonely. If I could sum up the Growth Hub in one word, I would say supportive. The Growth Hub has opened my eyes to see that there's a huge amount of help, a huge amount of courses, a huge amount of access to finance that I wasn't even aware that was available at the moment.